Red Bull and Porsche were in talks to join forces from 2026. However, the discussions didn't lead anywhere as Red Bull weren't ready to relinquish their independence to give Porsche the stake they wanted in the team. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has given his thoughts on this as quoted by Motorsport. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, why Toto Wolff is disappointed with Red Bull and Porsche's failed partnership. Wolff started off by reacting to Red Bull's desire to be self-sufficient. I think it's a very bold strategy. Being self-sufficient is clearly a scenario that Red Bull have always wanted to achieve, have their own power unit, not be dependent on any other OEM. And here we go. That's the strategy they have deployed, and we shall see what happens in 26, 27, 28. Clearly, this is setting a direction. He then expressed his disappointment at the expected deal between Red Bull and Porsche falling through. It's a shame, obviously. From me as a Mercedes person, it's a shame that we can't fight with Porsche. Porsche-Red Bull would have been a mega entry, a great brand. He summed up his words by explaining why it's a shame. That didn't work out for reasons that are unknown to me. It would have been really great for F1 and all of us overall if they would have joined forces for the attractiveness of the sport. If a brand like Porsche, that is known all over the world, puts their marketing dollars into activating F1, we will all be benefiting, and I think this is the important part. Fast feed. Mercedes driver George Russell revealed that he, Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen raced against Nick de Vries, knew him well, and he was always one of the very best. There's no doubt he's deserving of a place in Formula 1. Red Bull's Max Verstappen added that Nick did a great job in Monza. He just kept his cool and didn't make mistakes. I'm very happy for him to score the points. It's impressive, of course, in your first race. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner revealed that Nick de Vries drove for the Arden team in Formula 4 and Formula Renault and was obviously a significant talent. There was an opportunity for Red Bull to look at him at the time. We didn't take up that option, which is something that I regret, but what he went on to achieve is phenomenal in Formula 3 and Formula 2. Alpine will run a private test this week at the Hungaroring. Nick de Vries, former F1 driver Antonio Giovinazzi, and Alpine Academy driver Jack Doohan are expected to take part in this test. Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto stated that with Mick Schumacher, as we said at the start of the season, it's important for him this season to improve. We will in a few races sit down with him, make a balance of the season. We'll do that as well together with Haas and decide his best future. Aston Martin team principal Mike Crack pointed out that people were saying Lance had no chance against Sebastian Vettel, but Lance has performed incredibly well. People are saying the same thing now that Fernando is joining the team, but let's wait and see. Lance might just surprise a few people. Has Mick Schumacher done enough to be retained by Haas? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.